Okay, sorry about that. I had to input my call sign. And I got a little distracted by inputting my call sign. So, let us log into Saul here. So, I last left off with us being in this... Let's see, are we in that space now? We're just outside of it. So, this big cluster here is essentially this constant changing faction warfare sort of thing. And so you can kind of pick which side of the conflict you are supporting currently by going to one of these stations here. And you can choose which faction, and you can change which faction you support at any time, it seems like. But it's the only way to unlock some of the other, like the highest end ships, it seems to be. Like you have to get a higher reputation rank, and then also be... You also have to have like a specific title that I think you only get from doing so much work here in the sector. It seems like, anyway. We need to turn the volume down a little bit. I do kind of enjoy that. It does have a very Eve-like, no ambience sort of audio to it. Techno space ambience. I thought there was a way. Decals. Yes. We can put decals on our ships now. I want that. We gotta have the Southern Sun. Let's see. Let's add decal. We want... What's going on? Can we... Oh, no, it's straight up. Okay, I see. So, I definitely need, like... I definitely gotta have my greens. My greens are important to me. Wait. Wait, hold on. Where'd that... Where, Oh. Oops. I see. Oops. Hold on, I goofed this up, didn't I? Yep. Close. Add decal. Oops. Okay, remove. We need to remove decals. Okay. Oh, oops. Hold on. Oh, dang it. Oh. Can we increase the size of this? Scale? There we go. Okay. Oops. Rotation. Okay. It's not quite the... Okay. Oh, it doesn't let you see. That's fine. Let's do bigger. Oh. Okay. Wait a minute. What? I'm a little confused as to what's going on with the... Okay. It's just showing me the decal uncolored. Okay. I wonder if there's a way to add paint as well. I want big, cool purple ships like this. We will need to unlock them. So you can kind of just do about any type and still get faction reputation and that sort of stuff. We are... Oops. There you go. We're down here at the... Yeah, we're here. Somewhere? Wait, where are we? It seems like we're supposed to be here. Zentari platform. That's where we're at. Oh, that's right. Okay. I was confused as to, like, what I was clicking on and goofing up. Somehow. Wait a minute. Am I clicking on the... Was I just clicking on the wrong... No, I don't know what we... Okay, anyway. Zentari... Travel to Zentari platform. Was that here somewhere? Hold on. I'll find it. I'll find it in the quest log. Missions. Gate to Lunate Combine. Travel to Zentari platform. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's why. We're in the wrong sector. This is the Kolyatov Collective. Right. The Kolyatov Collective. So there's basically three factions. There's like space socialists, the space capitalists, and then this other group is they're like the drone. Their religion is based around drones and technology and such. And I picked them just because I like their ships. I like the drone ships, rather. But I will probably unlock all the ships at some point. Although, let me look and see. What's the... While I'm here, I've only checked the biggest ships from the Combine, the Luminate Combine. Let me see what the Collective's big ships are. Once I stop screwing around here. Let's see. System with shipyard. Yep, there we go. Let's go check it out. Our ships currently travel very slow, unfortunately. At least I am at least outfitted currently to deal with combat situations. I think should be right. Oh no, we're not at all. Good. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 3. Go. Wait, what am I? Hold on, let me see what my pilot thing is. Oh no. It doesn't show me. I guess you can't change when you're not docked, I guess, but drones. Salvaging? No. Are we still combat defense? Yeah, okay. So we are still currently spec'd for drones in combat, although most of my points are in defense, but that's because survival is also important. Let's see what we got. Shipyard. Okay, so you need to be respective. Or, sorry, respected. Blah. 4 hard points. Oh, it's a salvaging ship, huh? Combat. Wait, are these large? I don't think they are. I think these are still, yeah. Did they not have mining, salvaging? Hmm. Page 26. Okay. Let me look and see. Ooh. Okay. So you do have a lot of the smaller ships. Maybe. Oh, maybe. 5 million. But that seems like that's a lot less than. Oh, actually. It might be that I can't see the big ships until we're in. They might only be accessible here in this space. Let me go see. Like I can go here and go to this space. And I think it should show me the large ships. If I recall correctly. But yeah, the game does have a, sort of an idle game feature, or rather, you can essentially go into here. Can you only do it when you're docked? Might be only when you're docked. Yeah, so you can click on the autopilot, and the autopilot will go and grab quests from stations, and you can set it. Where I thought you could set it somewhere. Oh, control click. Okay, that's what it is. You can go in here and tell it to, like, you run missions. You can tell it to prioritize your home station, which is like the station that you set as your default starting spot. It's usually where you keep all your, gear and stuff. You can tell it to, like, run specific mission types. You're like, hey, I want you to just do nothing but mining missions, or just go out and mine materials. And you can just, like, hit the autopilot and let it go, and kind of. It's technically, like, a little slower than. Wait. Okay. Technically, it kind of does the jobs a lot slower than a person would. You get, like, less. Oh, I want to say it says somewhere in here. You get, like, less yield and such out of various things. Like, the quests give you a little bit. Yeah. Missions created by the autopilot have reduced rewards. Because it basically is just kind of. You can leave it on, like, you're like, oh, hey, I'm going to go run and grab dinner real quick, or do some errand or whatnot. And you can just, let it roll and do its own thing. And it's handy for, like, just kind of earning some background cash and getting supplies for crafting stuff with. But because of that penalty, you can get early levels, but once you get to a certain like a certain reputation level, you will just, like, the amount that you get per quest that's done by the autopilot is reduced enough to where it's obviously, like, not the way to go, and you'd be leaving the game on for forever and ever just to get to higher levels, higher reputation levels, and player level, because your player levels determine how many skill points you've got sitting around. The shipyard. You have the big ships. Okay. No, that's not it either. Where were the large ships at? Dang, I thought they're not there. We haven't even looked there. I could have swore. Got one medium. Redeemer. Where were they at? Were they, like, further back in the other systems, maybe? Bummer. Huh. Well, I'll go poke around for them later. I know I ran into them last time I was playing, because it specifically said, like, you need to have a certain rank or certain, like, title to be able to access them, just beyond the reputation. What's the mission board got? Delivery? Get a core breaker. Deliver strange technology to Divine Array. Yeah, sure, we can do that. Divine Array is... to Divine Array. Location... Where is Divine Array? Huh? Let's see if we can find it. I mean, it's probably... You know what? We'll just do it the easy way and go here. Locate that location, please. Fine, alright, okay. We will take off and head that way. And I want the large ships are just... also, I do like the idea of having the more lopsided ships like the... who are these guys? The Dark Space Compact have kind of more wider ships instead of it just being sort of this like long pencil-shaped ship all the time. They have a sort of a more of a bat-shaped ship or a manta ray sort of shape to them. I do kind of want more ships that aren't entirely what's the word I'm looking for is oh well, my brain can't think of it at the moment. I'm sure I will come up with it later. That is one of the unfortunate things that I've noticed as I've gotten older, is that if I don't use a word, I haven't used a word in a while. I know what the concept of the word is, but like my brain just like, yeah, of course, it's that thing. You know what that thing is. I'm just like, yes, I know what the thing is, but what's it called? Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Oh well, I will think of it. It'll come to me eventually. Let me turn this in. Complete. Salvage ancient fiber. Let's see. We can probably do that if I think probably do that. We'll try it. We'll give it a try. Accept this. We will need... Actually, I probably should keep the ship's combat for now. But I do have the ability to swap drone types while in space. So, be able to do that. Where is this quest here? Fire salvage or load. I mean, you say that, but I need to make sure that we take care of the hostile presence first. So let us deal with that first, and then we'll worry about the salvaging when we get there. Okay. Oop. What line there? A little bit of damage. We've got more reinforcements coming soon. Charge my batteries. Yeah, the problem is just how slow it can take to destroy like one ship. power my defense for the moment. That didn't seem to, like, really soften the blow all that much. Okay, come on. Batteries recharge. There we go. Some more of my... Alright. Hopefully we can... Yeah, now that we are not under attack for the moment, we can get built back up pretty good. Although... Let's see... I do have my crew, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for the reinforcements to show up before I swap stuff out. I don't want to swap drones out and then have to swap them again for these guys. That'll take too long. Inventory. I kind of forget what things are at sometimes. I also do need to sit down sometime and strip some of the parts for the drone ability. Do I have parts with it? Air nanites. No, I don't have any parts with it. Oh, crap. Take down the big ship first, please. How long is this gun? Yeah, it's pretty long. What is this? Bastion. Oh. Damage reduction. Oh, yeah. Red reducer? I don't even know what that is. Give me the recharge on my batteries, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I probably should have done that earlier. Huh. Oops. Okay. Now we're onto the little ship. Once we get that done, we can swap our drones out and do the quest just fine. No. Okay. The only downside is that we can't swap our skill trees in space, so we do have to deal with the slower. I think I'll do it. Then we've got salvage ancient fiber. Is it surface or? I think I do have. Oh no! I thought I had boosters for damage reduction for drones, but I guess not. Oh, okay. It is surface level. Scrap it. Unfortunately, because I don't have the drone. I actually could. Ooh, no, don't. Please don't fly towards the damage. Why have you done this to me? You've dragged the stinky radiation to me. I could jump back to a station, and that would speed it up. Yeah, you know what? Let's return real quick. Should not take very long. Wait, is there a station here? No. We'll go to the divine relay, divine array, divine array. Oh, oops. I can also unpin the command since that's not for this game. You unfortunately cannot pet the cat in space. Okay, but we can go in here and switch the skills around real quick to mine and salvage. Is that the one for the drones? Okay, I do have field reconfiguration. Drone mining. We do not have any salvaging. Do I... Okay. Oh, I just have extra points. Oh, right, because it's based off of how many points I had when I last leveled these skills up. So when basically you can make these presets for all your skills that you can swap out whenever you station, but if you gain a few levels and you assign those points in one of them, it doesn't assign any of the rest of them, so you'll still have some extra points sitting around, which I totally forgot about. I don't really need that. Do I have any more salvaging? Yeah. Find materials with salvaging scrap. Sure. Okay. I'll just leave it on that for now. At some point in the future, I could go back and specialize a bit better and make, like, specifically a drone salvaging operation spec. But right now, it would require me resetting everything, reassigning all the points again. It's just like we can do that when I don't have a quest to do. Of course, we land right on top of the gunk. Let's try salvaging again, please. I again didn't go and buy the drone hazard booster, so that they would. Or no, the hazard booster I think just works on the ship, doesn't it? I don't think it's for the drones. I don't have any boosters on this ship for some reason, but something I need to fix. Please don't pull me in towards the gunk. Why are you doing this? The drone... Ugh. The drones get stuck on the side of the ship sometimes, and they are, like, pulling me towards the gunk that they are trying to get to. Do let me look. Drones. Oh, it's that, isn't it? I probably should have had damage reduction for the drones. Does salvaging have a um hmm. I don't see. Crack open the secure credit container on our wreck. Okay. I mean, I guess I technically could have swapped to the actual salvaging ship if I wanted to, which may have worked better. Probably would have worked faster, I guess. Oh, don't get so close. You're pulling this stuff to me. Oh, we've only gotten 1 inch of fiber. Maybe you guys should go back and swap the ship. No, there's another one. It might go faster, though. Yeah, you know what? I don't think the salvaging ship. It does have a drone bay. I think it's just a small drone bay, though. You know what? Let's just swap ships real quick. I am somewhat thankful in that in that case that instead of like games like Eve, or I think Elite Dangerous does it as well. Instead of you having to go back physically to where a ship is located, you can just go to any ship with a hangar and swap to any ship that you have. In other games, you would have to physically go to where that specific ship is at and then get into it. Which, makes... Oh, crap. What? I didn't want to go through a gate. Where are we going? I goofed up. My bad.
Is that stud coming?
Whoa.
I beg your pardon.
I beg your pardon. Oh no. I probably should have turned. Hold on. Why is that so loud? Wait, why is that so loud? My OBS is real low. Huh. Wild. But thanks for the raid, Dumo. Give Dumo a shout out. Playing Genshin Impact. How goes the Genshin? Hopefully you all had a good evening. I'm kind of like winding down the night with the space game. Things have gone pretty good this week so far. Outside of the dentist stuff, but I mean, at least the dentist went quickly, so getting character strong. That's cool. That's cool. It's good to hear. I did manage to get a fishing outing in on Monday, and I did post the video of it. Although I didn't catch a lot, so most of the video is just me fighting the wind in my kayak, but I did catch a few things at least. So, and sometimes, you know, honestly, the videos are mostly just hang out and enjoy nice, the nice ambiance of the lake. Sometimes you get to just see all the wildlife that's hanging about. Usually, this time of year, it's mostly a lot of geese, but you get some ducks and there's some. I want to say they're marmots. I keep running into some marmots here and there. They'll just kind of be cruising across the lake. But those are up on the YouTube channel, and I think of it more as like sort of a nice background white noise for like doing work or going to bed, that kind of thing. But I enjoy just getting out and being on the lake. So, oh, what the heck? Okay, so this is the large. Wait, what am I doing? What system are we in? So we're at the Steel Vultures. Did I don't. I could have swore I was just in a space for. So I need to reach Wreck Hand with Steel Vultures. I don't know if that's like a reputation beyond, like, not respected, but maybe it is past respected. But what is this? A salvaging ship. Just a massive salvaging ship with large hard points on it. Okay. It has a large drone bay. I have not seen large drone bays on anything, so... this is just kind of a cool cruising about, doing quests, getting loot sort of space game. And it's very... It's very easy to kind of just leave it to like sort of a chill time with collecting loot and salvaging and doing space quests and stuff. There's combat. You can like outfit your ships for combat and do that kind of thing. We are at a Steel Vultures station, so we could theoretically pull things apart, like pull apart the fittings for a ship and maybe get some stuff. There is like space combat. I'm kind of in the middle of a quest to not that we're trying to salvage a ship, but I've gone off and wandered into the wrong part of space. Is this the wait? It doesn't have a drone bay. Ugh, okay, maybe I am a goofball and wrong. Okay, we'll switch to this. We have all these skill trees, and you can kind of make presets for all your skills, because all your skills are, like, in-game, they're all just sort of an extra memory add-on that's in your head, and you can kind of adjust where all your traits are, but you can only do that at a station. Yeah, all the skill trees are kind of specific towards certain roles that you're getting into out in space, and you basically make these presets to like, oh hey, I want to be doing mining things in space, so I can turn on mine and salvage, or like this drone mining is specifically for using drones to mine rather than using the ship. The ship turrets will also do some mining or some salvaging, but like these specific ones are more for the drones to do most of that work. They're a little slower about it because they're more flexible. You can, especially if you invest a bunch of points into drones, the tree, like this allows you to just swap your drones while you're out in space. So if you know, you find some rocks out in space that you want to mine. You can just go, oh, I'm gonna switch my drones out, and we'll do mining while we're here too. Or some bad guys show up, and you go, oh, I need some defenses. I can just swap to combat while I'm here, and you know, so long as they're not too tough, you can probably fight them off with just those drones. But we were swapping to this so that I could just use the salvaging ship, which hopefully, I think it does have boosters on it. It has hazard protection 1, so we will take less damage from doing the quest, or from the radiation. Where, I need to go back to where my quest is. But every station you go to will have like a big list of all the different quests you can do there, and it also has sort of an idle game function, so you can come down here and click the autopilot, and the autopilot will kind of just automatically grab quests or do specific jobs. Like, I just want you to mine some rocks, and so long as you're in a mining ship, it'll go and find a location in space that has meteorites, like these asteroids. They might come out here and just mine some of the stuff while you're hanging about. And it's the kind of thing that you can, like, you know, play in the background. You're just like, oh, hey, I'm doing work or whatever. I've got things going on in life. I can just hit the autopilot button and it'll do some stuff for me while I'm making dinner or what, you know, going out to get something from the store. And so that way you're kind of always getting a little bit of progress going. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, having a salvaging ship specifically to do salvaging jobs will get stuff done a lot faster. I think it's because of this bonus. Yeah, you get decent bonuses just for being in a scrapping ship. So, and like I said, I'm using things that are giving me a lot more power towards the job. So the only downside here is that we're sitting here next to this irradiated junk in space and I'm taking damage, so I'll have to back off it in a minute. There is a thing in the tree that repairs the armor? I don't have shields. Armor repair bots. I mean, if you put a few points into it and got the armor repair bot, that might not be bad. You could probably repair enough of the damage that you don't have to back off as much. Although if I got some more radiation boosters, they'd probably protect me just as much. Let me back up off this real quick. Please, like, oh yeah, I need to tell it to stop real quick. Please let go of the stinky ship for a second. So my armor can repair. Oh. Right. It's not like shields. It doesn't repair on its own unless I have a skill that does that. Oops. Okay, well. Let's see, what do we got? Not quite much of the quest done, but okay. Reduces damage by 50. And And that's kind of the downside to being a bit too broad with the skill trees. Like if I, because I set this up for like salvaging and mining, I probably need to make one specifically with more salvaging and then like defense, so I can get things like this that'll repair me while I'm, taking environmental damage. I think there might be one in here too that gives you. Is there not one in here? I thought there was one in here that said something about. Hmm. Salvage, huh? I want to send the. Yeah, I do want the fire a. So you fire this thing into the ship, and it'll give me. It'll give me some money. It's usually just like, hey, it'll find X amount of money per wreckage. Yeah. Is it under mining? I could have swore there was one. It's in hazard leech. 25% when taking damage from a hazard. Oh, that's just for. It increases the yield. Isn't there not one for. It's a bummer. I thought for some reason there is. I mean, that's okay and all, but I kind of need something that repairs the armor, sadly. And these are kind of useless outside of like actually being in combat. You're not gonna like run into too much of it. Like, oh well. Okay. Let me go. Let me go get repaired real quick. I'll be back. I think I was using the combat ship to do the salvaging just because it has shields, and shields will regenerate after, X amount of time not taking any damage. The armor does not. And I don't have a salvaging ship that has a drone bay on it, sadly. I need to be respected. What am I? Am I just? Oh, sorry. I'm respected with these guys. I am not respected with the Luminant just yet. Okay, let's see. Well, I'm looking around like a goober because it's a kind of game where you kind of want to know where all the shortcuts to everything is, and sometimes you mix up like where stuff is by clicking the wrong spot. So do I want to try my personal hangar? I do not have. I have a dredger. Dredger doesn't help. Doesn't help with Yeah, it doesn't give me salvaging bonus, so it has a medium. Okay. So, oh yeah, all right. So this does have a bit of the system. I probably should be using this actually. Okay, Dumo, thanks for popping in. Thanks for the raid in. Much appreciated. Enjoy your fooding. Have a good evening. I will send you off to get food with these samurai heads from some zombie nation. Have the Carl looking samurai heads. May they protect you on your way to get a meal. Let's switch to this. I'll switch to this ship, and then I will swap my skills. You know what? I will just sit down and do... let's do... a loadout. Salvage. Refund all the points. Okay, so we want the drone stuff first, because that's the stuff we 3, 4, 5. You'll want additional drone, and we want the additional drone types. I don't need a damage boost because they're not combating, so we'll speed them up. Swap on the field. Drone repair, auto repair. Drone power, I believe drone power is what it checks to see how good you are at, or how good the drones are at, like, salvaging or mining or whatever task they're doing. I think it's all based on drone power. Fuel an additional drone. Rebuild faster. Power up. I don't really have any reason to... None of these are useful for just salvaging. Let's go... Gotta get the better... Kind of clicking around on these. Definitely want to get the bigger cargo bay, because that always just gives you more space to carry stuff. The crack bot is nice. We do not have a surface and structural salvage, so we don't need that. Taking hull damage has a 5% chance to spawn salvage scrap. Huh. I don't know that does what I need it to do. I kind of want that, though. Lock containers are nice. I don't... I need one more, I think. No, I guess it's that many. Okay. Defense. And take armor damage is about. I have to assume that that will trigger while salvaging or while taking like radiation damage from salvaging. So we'll see if this does what I wanted it to do. Mining. I'll leave the mining laser on there. That's fine. Oh, right. Armor slowly generates over time. Cool. So then we should be able to survive. Although I will say my armor, that's not terribly bad. Some of the parts are definitely well behind. Like we are up to manufacturing like level 10, 11 gear, so like stuff like this that's in 6, 5. It is a little behind. Yes, I'm low on ammo, or yeah, the ammo for the like the mining laser or the mining cannon that I'm not using. I do need to make a I guess it doesn't matter that much. I was like, I want to make a command for like posting the link to the like the latest fishing outing video. But then again, I don't. It's one of those things where I don't necessarily expect people who are going to be like hanging out doing or watching gaming content. But there's also going to want to watch. Oh, oops! Did I goof up and not switch my drones? I did not, in fact, switch my drones. Whoops. But yeah, it's one of those things where you never know whether or not people are gonna want to watch or it's also not the kind of content that I think people are gonna like pay a lot of attention to. It's like it is literally just kind of kayak footage, yeah, being out on the lake. And sometimes some interesting stuff happens, but a lot of time it is just kind of ambience or ambiance. It's kind of like being out in the outdoors. And so, it's not the kind of thing that like just everybody's gonna be into, so. So, I guess I do technically have a link to like the YouTube for the VODs from Twitch mostly go up there, but I also have other videos, other stuff that I've put up there. Back from the days when I did edited Let's Plays and such. Some 13, 14 years ago, something like that. I don't know, maybe it's longer than that, I don't know. It does seem like the salvaging stuff is doing better now, though. Oops. I don't. See if they have. We got something out of that. Did we get a lockbox? We did get a lockbox, in fact. Nice. Oh. We dumped all our stuff from the ship into that hangar. So I'll have to remember to get... Oh no! Dork. I'll have to remember to get that stuff out of the... Wait, is that the quest area? Oh, that's probably where I need to turn that stuff in at anyway, so... Wait, Bleak Void? Oh no, maybe it's not. Where is that? Oh, that's the name of the... Okay. That's just the name of the space that we're in. Never mind. Fire our drones in here and get some lockboxes, get some cash. But yeah, like I said, you can make it a pretty chill game. I do kind of wish there were more music in it, just because like the amount of time that you can just be chilling out in space, it would be nice to just have more music, which, you know, I'm sure is always a thing that can easily be worked on, or, you know, is in the cards somewhere down the road, maybe. But it's just one of those things you notice while you're out in space long enough, or out in, you know, areas long enough. You jerk. Why do you do that? The drones like deploy and then they get stuck on like the side of the ship or something, so they like try to pull me towards the thing that they're trying to get to, which is a bit of a bummer. What are you doing? Why am I taking damage? I must have been a little too close. But yeah, there's like a lot of different ways to sort of upgrade your ship and make yourself stronger. It's not just like you can just do a lot of missions and maybe you'll get some drops that way, but also all these materials and things that you're mining up, that you're salvaging up, you can, you know, smelt all that stuff down and turn it into new components. And then, you know, it is kind of a little random in that, like, whenever you go to make a component, you don't know exactly what special function it'll have on it, but you can always take those special functions off and then replace them with other functions. You just have to, you know, get the function that you want to put on a specific piece, and then you go to the Steel Vulture's bases, and then you just take it off with the workbench. Let's see, how many fragments do we got? Wait. Huh? Wait, I could have swore we had stuff. What did we do? Oh, I scrolled down like a doofus. I see. Never mind. Panic over. Sort by type. Okay, we've got... Oops. Let's move out of the way. We're taking damage. Oops. Nope. But yeah, so once just from having invested points in the salvaging tree, now I can get like these refined products while salvaging. So you're always getting more materials either to smelt down, or you're getting pieces that you can use to build other parts with without having to build these first, more or less. Because everything will take like so many of these and so many of this and then so many of these, and you're like, I have to forge that many of this stuff. But if you are spec'd into salvaging, you can just get some of that stuff while you're out working, and then you're like, oh, okay, I don't need to make 100 of these because I salvaged 40 of them. So I think I've got enough at the station. We could probably complete the quest, but I'll let it gather up as many as we need. Let's also fire these at this next salvage so we can get some more stuff out of it. Nice. Uh-oh. You're trying to drag me towards this scrap. Hey, quit it. The stink radiation does travel a bit farther than it shows on screen, so... Okay, we've gotten enough material for the actual quest, so I think we might as well. I don't really want to. I mean, salvaging all this stuff is fine and all, but like turning in quests and getting that is kind of more where I'm like focused on, because I'd like to get those bigger ships, and that requires getting more reputation and getting more levels, and you get all that. You get a lot more of that from completing quests than you do just salvaging that stuff. There are quests to build things at various forges and whatnot, and then turning them in, but I think that's something you probably do more so when you've hung around and done a lot of salvaging missions and mining missions, and you have all this other material. If you wanted even more reputation or get more quests done, then you would go, okay, now I've done this thing, let me go over here and I'll use all the extra stuff at that thing. Okay, complete that. I kind of need to find... Let me see. Do we have... Could do a Luminate Combine Reputation. Luminate Combine Reputation. Wait, are we? We're not in that space, are we? No. I'm not in that space. Like some kind of goober. I should probably be out here collecting this stuff. Yeah, let me do that. Silent Forge Master. Yeah, we haven't done that stuff yet. I have yet to like complete a patrol. Mostly because last time I tried it, like it was just so many ships that I could not keep myself repaired long enough. Let's swap to. I don't have it. Let's see. I was looking for maybe like just a fast ship. Uh, let's yeah, cargo ship. Uh, hold on. What do I? This is my smallest ship. This one, 57. That's not particularly fast. Hell, yeah, that thing is faster than that. I could just use this. We want to transfer all this stuff to the armory real quick, though, because we're going to switch ships. Then we will grab... hold on. Move to my cargo is what we want to do. There we go. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh, I think I... Steel Vultures is up here. We don't have much there, but I think I was stashing stuff here. No, where is my home station actually? Is it still way back here? Okay, it is still way back here. I need to haul some of that stuff out of there. Sure. Why is that all here? Did I stick it down here? I probably did, didn't I? It's at this Mindy's holding base, right? Okay. I need to be doing the missions in here to get the stuff I need to buy the big ships. Let's go. Let us go here first. We'll drop all this stuff off from my ship. I might set this as the home station. I might set that as home just so I can build stuff there. Although, I don't know. Maybe I can find a different place that has a Steel Vultures base with all the stuff I need. There might be one over in here. Not here, here. Is there Space Vultures out here? Steel Vultures are there. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Is there any? There seems to be no Doesn't seem to be any vultures in. It seems like they are mostly in the Kolotov collection. Or at least there's one there. Is there any other ones? There's one steel vultures there. And there. Maybe that's where we need to go then? It's at that home station, maybe? I will say, I wish these icons were bigger. Or there was some other way to make the icons show up. Just because... second. Let me find my reading glasses. Where you be? There you are. Just so I could see them a little bit better. Because they kind of get lost amongst all the lines and colors of this map here. Although, is it maybe just an issue with the... Let's see, options. Maybe it's an issue with just the experimental map. Okay, yeah, maybe it is just an issue with the experimental map. Oh yeah, it definitely is just, unfortunately, just an issue with the experimental map. So the steel vultures are here. I don't actually see any more. Yeah, they seem to be not very many of them. There's like one, two. Actually, it does look like they're mostly down here in these guys' space. So maybe that's where I end up building base at. But for right now, I think it actually is useful to like set this as the home station. I'm gonna empty my hold of stuff. This at least has a refinery, so we can get that going at the very least. I have a jump gate pass for some gate that I haven't been in. Canister of refined iridium. Yeah, we might as well. So let me keep an eye on this because it seems like the numbers are jumping up still. I'm curious if that's from the other station where I had stuff salvaging. Or smelting, rather. It might take a little bit, but... I've got a bunch of empty cells here. I'll salvage that stuff while I'm at it. Let's see, what else do we need? Forge. I could use some stuff for the other ships. Let me see. Personal hangar. We've got everything out of that. Let me see. A tractor beam, a scanner. Tractor beam and scanner are definitely top of the list as far as just stuff that needs to be replaced. Tractor beam medium. I only have that level. Hold on. Oh, I know why. It's because there's a specific tree for working with industrial stuff. Yeah, so we definitely want that. Increase maneuverability. Well, and a freighter. Yeah, might as well. Sell volume items and reduces the purchase cost of items by. Probably not awful. This tree is something you mostly use while you're sitting in a station, so. Okay. I should be able to. Yeah, I was just say, now I'm making tier 11 material, so. So we need 160 titanium plates, you say. Craft those. The tree also like speeds this stuff up, lets you have more individual tasks going at once. Like I said, I think the only thing that I would really gripe about with this is that I can't tell it just here like I need 80 of these. It would be nice if it would just let me go like click here and go like you can make X amount of these right now, or you have the materials to make X amount of these, and just go, oh, okay, cool. Or even just tell it like, hey, you can make all of these to make this, and just go like, okay, make all the ingredients and then make the scanner. That way, instead of having to go up here and go, okay, I need to make tungsten carbide. I need to make 80 of those. 80. Because then I have to come back down here and go like, okay, I was making a scanner, so, and then I need to go back up here to graphite. I think there's probably just an easier way to streamline this so that you could, especially if you already have a lot of them as stuff, just being able to go like, oh yeah, you can make all of these. Do you want to do that? And just click yes. Or even just like a, hey, do you want to set a certain limit of these that you want to have on hand? That way you can go, okay, make X of these if I am below 200 titanium plates. Or always keep me at 200 titanium plates, so that you always have the material to make this stuff. Graphite wafers, we need 64, so just take 64, craft them. I kind of wish I had the blue, but I'll take. It's still going to be an upgrade to whatever we are in right now, which is not a lot. Skeleton frame 24, and then we have all the materials we need to make this once these jobs are done. So just hang out, chill in space, do a little stretching while the parts build out. But I will probably play this. Oh, it is 1 o'clock in the morning already? Oh. Alright, well, that's on me. But that's fine. I don't have much going on tomorrow anyway. I might just be doing more streaming because I think there's supposed to be storms in the area. So I won't be heading out to the lake until Friday, probably. Though I'm also supposed to like still be able to sneak out to the doctor's office and get refills on Friday as well. So that's gonna be a bummer. Like trying to squeeze that in. All right, so we've got enough to make the scanner. We'll build out the scanner, and then the other part is the tractor beam. Tractor beam. I mean, precision. I think is mostly for combat, so it's not the most important thing. But an upgraded part will still have it'll still have some of these extra stuff like this extended drone bay. Like it'll still have a slot with some sort of extra function on it or extra bonus. So it's still better to have something as opposed to a thing that doesn't quite do anything. We need tractor beams for medium. I need another 160 plates. Titanium. Oh no, we don't have enough titanium. Boo. We will look to refine some titanium. Got anything with titanium? Full beams. Probably not bad. Platinum. Titanium shards. It's not a lot. Titanium scrap. Get all that while we're at it. Hey, some ore. Not a lot, but that still breaks down. We probably don't have a lot here, sadly. Tungsten, titanium. That's kind of one of those things where I bet that I have a bunch of stuff that would smelt down to titanium somewhere. But, like, I would have to go to some other station to break it down, because it's probably, like, over here. Like, over in one of these stations, there's there's 15 square meters of material there, 6,000 there, 17 there. So, like, I have a bunch of stuff back here that I need to haul up here deeper in space. Yeah, probably. You know what I will do? I will set this as the home station. Is that out here? Personal hangar? No. Airlock. Set home station. Okay, so that's the home station now. If I want to... switch to the Southern Sun for transporting. Okay. Then we need to go to... Okay, so this is... So it automatically, while you are at a dock and you switch between ships, it'll kind of swap to the skill set that you were in last you were using that ship. So, like, if you are rolling around in a transport ship, a freighter of some sort for cargo, specifically, it will switch over to like spin. Like most of your points are in cargo, or sorry, in economy. But then I also put some points in here so I can increase the cargo capacity. We still have some extra points sitting around. I don't know. Is there anything that gets me moving faster? I don't think there is. Economy. Industrial, maybe? That's just combat power. That doesn't do much for me. Defense? No, these are not super useful. I guess the autopilot isn't bad. Eh. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot else that I can really use in this ship, so that's fine. I kind of just want to get to we want to get back to here. Where is the station that has my stuff? It's probably oh, is it? It is there. Oh, no, it's not. It's at this Mendu's holding station, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So I've got a bunch of ore there, basically. I can probably set it to do a bunch of smelting there, and then haul the rest of it back with me. So I can just do that real quick. While we're traveling, let me take a quick bathroom break. Ooh, I probably should go to bed at some point, I would think. What time is it? 1:20. I might go till the top of the hour. Or are we from? Okay, we're getting there. We've got, yeah, so just one more jump. Okay, so if I go to refinery, we'll refine that real quick. Okay, so we don't have a ton of stuff here. However, we do have a lot of titanium, or a lot of ore that smelts down into titanium. So refining this, although it will take forever. Let's see. Do we have anything? Titanium. Okay. Materials. So let's take this into the cargo. Titanium. We'll take that in the cargo. Let's see. That's not too bad. This is pretty heavy, though. I don't see. Cargo-wise, yeah, I can only hold 46. So we can get this. And we can get... Oh, we do have a lot of titanium plates, so this is just... What is this? 105? That's not too bad. We can just haul that stuff with us. The refined products, actually are much smaller, which, you know, makes sense. Much smaller than the ore and such, so... It is obviously easier to just transport those materials. Let's go ahead and refine all this as well. And then... Can we haul that with this? think so. Looks like it. Okay. Okay. I think we're good. Can we get all of it? Sure can. Okay. I'll leave these gems here for now, the crystals. When we get to the point where when we're hold on. How big are they? Actually, we should be able to take those with us, right? Okay, cool. I'll let that stuff cook, and we can head back to home base here. We'll go back to our home station. And the rest of that stuff will smelt. All the stuff in the refining, all the refined materials all kind of end up in the same place as well. So they're kind of like ships. I get, like, that I can at least understand a bit more, because you could, in theory, have all that stuff smelt at a particular station and then go, okay, I want to, almost like a bank, really. You're depositing materials in one station, and then in another station you go, okay, I want to extract this much materials, and you just, count that material that I've deposited over there towards how much I have, and then you just go, okay, that stuff belongs to you now. I'll take this. And like I said, it's essentially like how nowadays modern money works. Like, your money just goes into is a number in an account, and mostly doesn't exist as paper. But you could go to a bank and get, paper money if you really so chose to. But you could just do the same thing with space materials. Like, hey, in this game, hey, I have this much ore cooking over here. I would like to extract this much titanium over here. Like, okay, cool. Although I guess in as far as the game's concerned, though, it does kind of make taking the raw materials, like the refined pure titanium or whatever, because you can extract that. You can take that out of the forge as like an item in your inventory and move it, but I don't think that there's much reason to. Outside of like a quest, there are some quests that'll say like, hey, we need refined, carbon. If you can turn in this much refined carbon, you can complete this quest. And so, yeah, you can do that. You can do that to complete those quests. And otherwise, though, I don't see there being much of a point. Oof, excuse me. Oh, don't. I had dental work yesterday, and like, whenever I yawn, I can still kind of feel the irritation in this left side of my jaw. I kind of had to do some yanking and tugging on this. Still kind of a big swollen spot. I guess just more swollen. Dang. There's the ad break coming up, but I don't think I can snooze it long enough where we get to the top of the hour. Let's see. No, we wouldn't. I was thinking about sneaking and getting another refill on my water, but I can wait till after stream. Not that I should be. Hey, there you go. Not that I should be drinking a ton more water before bed, but double checks quick while we're hanging about, relaxing. I kind of need to make a little list of like all the quote unquote active games that I've been bouncing around between. Maybe we can make a little listing of game options for some nights. Maybe people are hanging around and they want to watch a specific thing that I've been playing. Also, it probably would be nice just to have a oh, it's all materials, right? It would also just be nice to have a reminder, a list of the various things that I've got that I could be playing or that I need to get back to and whatnot. I have not. These must be for like the purple tier gear because I have not seen any of that stuff in any of the blue ones. I don't have any epic tier, or what is this, exotic tier. I've not seen anything of this sort. Well, any manufactured stuff. I do have, not on this ship, I do have some, just not here. So let's switch back over to the, I will switch ships, maybe. That might be maybe the better way to do this. No, let's not switch to that, actually. I have, okay, I'll just switch to the small, little teeny dinky dude. Does have a shield. I don't know why I have a shield pylon on this dude, of all things. I probably need to move that to a different ship. Put it in the armory. This way, then we can switch over to industrial setup. Alright. We wanted to... Oops. We wanted to build a... Oh, actually, what am I doing? I should probably be in the ship that I want to put this stuff in. So, switch to this real quick. Then, oh, switch to this, please. Then we can switch the, yeah, okay, there we go. So we built the scanner already. So we should have a scanner here. Okay. We didn't get a bonus with it though. Oh, Oh, what? We got 2 of them. Oh, okay. Oops. Somehow, oh, oops. We are kind of overheating because we don't have, our reactor is kind of crash. So let's see if we can build a better reactor, actually. Reactor medium. Okay, so we've got 115. Let us make some more titanium plates. So we need 145. So 45. Sorry, not 145. 45. Reactor medium. We got enough tungsten. We need 7 graphite wafers. 57. 57 with those. I mean, it is important to have a generator basically big enough to do the thing that you wanted to do. Conduit cell 48. We don't have any of those, so okay. Thankfully, we have a ton of materials for that stuff. And substable wiring. Need 32 of it. Okay. Got all that we need going. We will make ourselves a better reactor. So we've got everything we need there. I want this. I want the purple ships, my dude. Let's build a reactor, see what we get. See, my brain has just finally remembered the thing that I was thinking of. I like ships that are asymmetrical. Like not having that exact symmetry is kind of cool on the spaceships because you don't need to build them that way in space. There's not, you don't have to worry about like aerodynamics in space. So having ships that are a little less symmetrical is kind of a cool touch. Let's see what we get with our generator, or sorry, our reactor. Okay, hey, repair nanites, nice. That's not too shabby. Pretty good. It also increased our hull HP, so also good. But now that we have the better reactor, We can equip the better scanner. We can also sell this stuff because, I mean, we don't need. Actually, I might want to go tear the repair nanites off this one just so I can that around for other things. This can absolutely be sold, however, and I probably don't. You know, I might keep this just to upgrade some of the ships that I haven't upgraded recently. That might be a better upgrade. I don't need this small reactor for much of anything. Decoy beacon. Huh. I must have picked up some of this stuff from somewhere. Maybe just doing quests. Because that does tend to happen. I'll sell this as well. Yeah, we don't need it. Gray tier stuff is probably stuff that we're not going to use anymore, so... I mean, it's almost always guaranteed that that's like the first thing you're going to upgrade anyway, so why not just sell it, get rid of it. Small Hellcat, slow engine, yeah, I mean, like, some of this stuff is just useless to me. Oh, yeah, some of it's probably from salvaging too. I forgot about that. Could just be picking up stuff, salvage off of ships when we're out doing quests or doing salvaging. General. Always a chance that that's what's happening. That's kind of why I had a home base at Steel Vultures, is just so I could, you know, potentially strip some of this stuff off, because that's the only place you can do that at. And so having having your home base at a Steel Vultures location is just better for that sort of thing. Because you can just go, I've gotten a bunch of quest materials or whatnot. Let's break them down. Let's take some of these effects off of them. Let's do stuff with the... Let's, you know, extract blueprints from them so I can get the next tier of, you know, blueprint upgrades or whatever. Did I get the thing? Oh, yeah, no. I did that already. Let's see. What was the other thing I was going to do? Tractor beam. Do I have the materials to make the tractor beam? We can only get... Okay, let's see. Do we have the tungsten? Sorry, the titanium plates. We do not. Well, let's refine some materials instead. Titanium. That's a pretty good amount of titanium. Let's see what other stuff do we got that does titanium? Titanium? We'll do a bunch of this while we're sitting here. Find products. Kind of don't. Agent fiber. Why not? We'll get rid of some of that stuff. Titanium. We don't have a lot of it, but might as well. Scrap it while we're at it. Asteroid fields. Some asteroid fields here we could be mining on. But, I mean, that's stuff I can do off stream too. Just hang out and do a little bit of chill mining, get our titanium materials back. do some more ship upgrading. Do we have Tecton here? Oh no, probably not, because... No, a lot of this is salvage. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I would need a lot of titanium to get the rest of the ship upgrades going. So, we have a lot of repair nanites though. Hardened plating and exterior, not bad, not bad. Okay. Let's go. I could be. Oops. Let's do drone salvage. No. Let's do some drone mining, actually. Mining. Using. I don't know. I'm gonna have. Yield. Drones, because this ship's mostly going to be using drones to do this, so I'm just curious. Okay. Kind of curious if we will be able to do that or not. Let's go into a luminant location here. How about we go here? Okay, there are asteroid fields here, so that's like a decent location for us to be working from if we're trying to get reputation. So, yes, please don't bother me about this gun that I'm not using. Although I could be, because this is actually a mining vessel. But we can load up on stuff when we're there. But yeah, like, so I could go there, do some mining missions from that outpost, be getting reputation with Luminine, getting you need like commendation medals or whatever in that sector to be able to purchase their stuff from them. So I could be getting like, the reputation, the currencies, and still making extra stuff for my own manufacturing needs. So I kind of want to be there doing that so that I'm like killing 3 birds with 1 stone instead of just 2. we finally make it to the place we were trying to get to, or are we still jumping? Oh, no. We've made it to the sector that we want to be in. And we'll see if there's any quests here. Any quests here that want to help out a mining ship? Then we can do some mining while we're here in the sector. And I will probably call it a night here a little bit. I might, let it do some mining in the background tonight. That's just buying stuff. This is all buying quests, so maybe we will be done. Maybe we will get the shop refresh might get me some mining quests here at the station, perhaps. Mining laser. I think I might pick this up. Wait, does this ship only have a small? Yes, it does. Okay. I'll grab this because it's fairly cheap. Yeah, why not? Damn. If this were some other... Well, hold on. What is my ship's drone bay? 272? Oh, man. Hold on. Oh. Okay, we should be able to. Alright. Let's grab this real quick. Oh, crap. There's not. I need a Steel Vultures system. So here. Can I get to a Steel Vultures station, please? Workshop, please. Yes, just go. And then I can come back here. I kind of want to rip this drone. So this drone power is 272 versus the one here, which is 727. So yeah, it'll be heaps faster doing whatever drone job we're trying to do if we swap out these and have a better drone power. However, I want to take this extended drone bay off of this and put it on the other one, so that I also am getting extra drone slots, because right now I have 9, and I mean, 1 less probably isn't huge, but I mean, it's efficiency. You want both of these things. You want this drone power and the extra slot. So I'll just head to the Steel Vultures real quick and tear the drone slot off of that thing and put it on here. You gonna run into me? Yes, you are. It's not the map. Okay, so we want to go to the workshop. Take this drone bay off, please. Right click to unequip. Put it up here. Extract. Oh, sorry. Right. We want to extract this. Yes. So now we've got the extended drone bay. We want to put this here, and we want to equip this. Oops. How do we equip that? Oh, hold on. Can we roll that? Yes. No. Can you give me... mining power? I guess that's better than nothing. Okay, so... I wanna... will it not let me attach this to that? It doesn't have a slot. Oh, did I goof? Well, junk. For some reason I thought that you could... For some reason I thought that any green object, or anything beyond gray, had a slot to it by default, but I guess not. Well, I mean, that's... I guess we are going to be down. But that's fine. That's better than... Operational reserves. I probably should just take that off there, because... This particular thing, in general, is kind of crap anyway. Extract. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so yeah, here's the empty aspect slot. I see. Hold on. Probably don't want to swap that out, honestly. Yeah. Okay. Well, bummer. I mean, I guess we got these things out of there, but unfortunately I don't have like an easy place to slap them into immediately, so I guess we'll go back. That's fine. That's fine, that's fine. It didn't totally screw up or anything. It is 2 o'clock though. I might... I probably should call it a night. I'll get back to where I was gonna mine at first. You see, they have the little, like, sort of manta ray-esque ships. I'll have to see if you can maybe buy their ships from there. Actually, I didn't even look to see if that's a thing they have in their space. Arc Space Compact. You do have a shipyard, okay. So I assume at their shipyards you can buy their ships. Be my guess, anyway. Oop. I might have to look into them. See how much they are. Or what kind of features they got. Dang, we're already here? Oh. Be quick. Wait. Oh, wait, yeah. Here. What do you got on the mission board? Just a lot of delivery missions, dang. Bummer. Well, let me... Here, I will... You know what? I will grab both these, because these are both going to the same spot. I'll grab both these. Oops. I was gonna put them in the cargo ship, but... I'll accept all these quests, and then we can... Oh, I guess we can just use this ship, that's fine. Maybe we can get some quests that involve mining, please. Locate that location, please. Alright. Go fly over there. Alright. Yeah, I think I will. I'll call it a night, and then next time I pick this game back up, I will. I mean, I will do a little bit of grinding, but like, I don't. There is a lot of just quest work and stuff to get reputation related things and currencies to get to any of that other stuff. So. We don't like. I won't be able to sit around off stream and play it enough to like really skip ahead to anything, unless I like do nothing but do the grinding off stream and then come back when we get to the bigger ships. But I don't know how long that'll take. So, and the game I think itself just kind of lends some time to kind of just hang out and chat and do things like that and other stuff. In fact, at one point in time, I had it set to... There is like a... Where's it at? The... is it the transparent mode? Yeah. So you could essentially... like you turn it on transparent mode, and then you'd have this top area all up here. And at one point in time, I just kind of had this roll, like I would have like let it maybe kick over and do some autopilot stuff, and then maybe I would play an RPG up here, some some emulator game, which I could do if technically, if I wanted to do some of the like your garbage NES games, I could just be playing them up here in this empty space. Which, we could do that. Let's see, is it like windowed full screen? No, that isn't it? Screen? Yeah, okay. Alright, let's complete these real quick. And then the other quest is here. But yeah, maybe that might be something I do for if I wanted to do a long stream of this, because the game can kind of end up stretching out over a longer period of time, just because all the travel and all the different things that you can kind of swap between. But I might like end up doing something like that. Maybe we could have sort of a side RPG or something else going on. Because I think at one point in time I was doing like various RPG things and then also swapping to play, do like Uma Musume runs and such too. So I could be doing my dailies or training horses for various races or whatever, and be doing that while also, you know, mining rocks or flying around trading stuff. But yeah, once I get this turned in, I will hop back and I'll get to that station that we were at a second ago and call it an evening. Call it a morning. Let me triple check to make sure tomorrow when the storm is supposed to happen, because if they've changed, okay, today severe PM thunderstorm, like what time? Hour to hour is this supposed to be? Hourly maybe. It's supposed to be cloudy until 7. That could be raining. Oh, okay. Cause I was thinking I could get up to the lake early enough and just deal with it being cloudy, but it's also gonna be kind of windy. It's gross. Maybe we wait till Friday. Okay. Yeah. It's in. Wait. There's a quest here. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 10 fleet strength for the Illuminate. Yeah. Surprised it. Oh, I guess since we haven't done the quest, then that would be why. Okay. Let's go. Sorry, to the map. We want to go back to, or maybe here. Yeah. It's probably not bad. Although that's not a particularly exciting place. Actually, that expires in a little while. Okay, let's go to here. Since that is a rogue asteroid, maybe we can get some cool loot there. Check it out. I'll head there and do that. But I will also call it a night. It is late. Thanks for popping in and hanging out. Let me know that anybody that I actually knows doing much in this hour. Fahrenheit has been going for a while. We get into fair or not. roll. I could raid into Hulk or Fahrenheit. Honestly, I mean they've been going for a while, so I don't know if they will still be going. But I'll peek in here real quick. Okay. Okay. I'll raid into Hulk and Collar Knight. So for now, is there any? Hold on, let me check and see. Is there a quest for? No. No quest for my. Oh, no, it's support. That doesn't help me. That's not the thing we're looking for. Let's go check out. Let's go do some mining, and then. So I will call it a night. Or sorry, I'm going to raid out, but I will probably do some mining. So see what's going on here. Wait. They're like bashing into each other to get the. Okay. Are these set for mine? Oh, wait, hold on. The drones are probably still set for friggin'. Oh, shit, did I? Okay. Mining and drones. They are probably set for, yeah, salvage still. I'm a doofus. Mining core. Mining surface. There we go. Damn, everybody's like in here. Alright. Is this all the rocks? Just this little speck here? That's... I mean, maybe it's just been here long enough and there's not a lot of rocks here still. Yeah, 5 whole asteroids. Eh. Oh well. Let me raid out. And I will... Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for hopping in. I will catch you all later. If you want to check out VODs for any of the other streams, there should be a link under the channel. Or like under the video, sorry. To the YouTube. As well as any of the like fishing related stuff. If you care to hang out in the chill wilderness out on the lake, there's always some of that out there. Just absorb the white noise. But yep, until next time, I will catch you all later. Okay. That I lost my ship in this mess. I've never seen so many ships in one space to mine these asteroids. I guess a bunch of them are actually like defense ships for the illuminating. Okay. Anyway, later, y'all.